Hello again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Aces of Valor from Legion War Games. We're about to go on with Mission 8, which once completed will be halfway through our 1915 German campaign. We rolled up last time and we've changed our home airfield to airfield C, and I rolled to see if we were going to get French or British, and we're still with the British Commonwealth forces. And we have a ground support mission, 6 fighters going in to sectors F, G and H, but we have a friendly ground offensive, so we don't have any anti-aircraft fire in here from this area, and we add +1 to all flight event check die rolls over this enemy territory. So this is basically pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to leave that there so I don't forget. Right, we're currently sitting on 17 victory points, which is good, but we need 20, 35, 760, 25 for a minor victory. So we're doing okay at the moment, but I made some mistakes last time and I probably shouldn't have done what I did, but hey, poo happens. So let's get into it. So first things first, where do we want to go? Do we want to go north to south or south to north? Let's go south to north. So we'll go, excuse me. So we're going to move directly south. Grab my little forceps and move the mission track. And then we get to roll for a flight event. And we get a 9, nothing happening. And we move a little bit further west. Move the mission track. Have another look for a flight event. No. We're over our balloon. And let's have a look. No event. We move into sector H for us. Move the track. Oh, it's so far up there. I almost wish they had to put it down the side here for the mission track itself. That would have, for the turn track, that would have been a little bit easier to reach. But anyway. And we get an 8, so nothing happens there. And then we come into sector H. And again, we look for an event. So, okay, so we're just rolling for trenches again, 9 to 12, and it's 7, so nothing happens. We have no anti-aircraft fire, so that is good. So we need to roll to see how many targets are there, and we have die 3 targets. We get 3. Okay, so let's see what our targets are. Now, we are in... blah, 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 blah. For the next mission, enemy trench lines are considered friendly. Okay, so we're going to roll on friendly trench lines. So 2 to 10 is advancing infantry and 11 to 12 is a tank. So a 3 is an advancing infantry. So we have that one. We get a 4 again, so another advancing infantry. And lucky last, another advancing infantry. And that's our whole 3 advancing infantry. So They're all going to go into the 2 slot. And we will now come over here. As per usual, we're ready to go with round 1, so we need to put our aircraft out. So we have Manfred, who is a 6 plus 4 is a 10, plus 5 is 15. And the rest are all zeros. So Bruno, 6 and 5 is 11. Oswald, 6 and 2 is 8. Franz, 6 and 2 is 8. Kurt, 6 and 4 is 12. And Otto, 6 and 1 is 7. Okay, so get rid of that chart. And we can go to strafing attack. So we have a 15 to 2. We're attacking this infantry. So the first thing's going to be anti-aircraft fire against him, because of this is their inbuilt anti-aircraft fire. And we have 1 possible hit, and it misses. Okay, so 15 to 2 is 13 for a strafing attack, which gives him 3 die, and he is a plus 3 to his rolls for a ground attack, which gives him 2, 4, 5 possible hits. The strafing, 1s and 2s are misses, so out of that he only gets 2 hits, which is better than none, and he climbs away. Next up is Kurt. We get our 2 anti-aircraft fire, nothing happening. He is an 11 to 2 is a 9, so he gets 2 die, no modifiers, and gets 2 potential hits. And they both hit, and we're up to 4 hits, which flips this guy over. And Kurt comes back. Next, we'll attack the advancing infantry again with Bruno. So it's 1 anti-aircraft fire, which misses. We're an 11 to 2 is 9, so 2 die, no modifiers. And we get 3 hits. And all 3 hit, which takes it up to 7 hits. And Bruno flies away. Righto, Franz is next, again on the damaged one. No anti-aircraft fire. He's an 8 to 2 is a 6, still gets 2 die, no modifiers, gets 2 potential hits. And this advancing infantry is destroyed. So we can see if Franz is going to upskill, and he does not, and he climbs away. Righto, next up is Oswald against this advancing infantry. So we have 2 anti-aircraft die, nothing happens. 8 to 2 is a 6 again, so 2 die, no modifiers, and we have 2 hits, and we get 2 actual hits on there, which is good. He climbs away, and that leaves Otto, who is a 7 to 2 is a 5, so only 1 die, but we have 2 anti-aircraft against him, 1 possible hit. And it does. So he is damaged, and this is damaged first because they fire as he's coming in. It's not like air combat. Okay, so he gets 1 die and needs a 5 or better to hit. Gets a potential hit and does it. So this goes up to 3 hits. Well done, that man. And Otto flies away, and we go up to the second combat round. So we'll do our combat event check. We have a 6. We are in... There's no DRM, so no enemy aircraft to turn up. So we need to put our aircraft back out. So we have Ernst, who is a 10, and 4 is 14. And the rest, no modifiers. So Kurt, 6 and 3 is 9. Bruno, 6 and 6 is 12. Franz, 6 and 6 is 12. Oswald, 6 and 6 is 12. And Otto is a 4, and 1 is 5. I'm going to see if I can get Otto to break off. So we need 4 or less, and not going to happen. Okay. Righto. So first up will be, again, Ernst. So 2 anti-aircraft against him. No hits. And Ernst is a 14 to 2, which is a 12, which gives him 3 die plus 3s. Which gives him 2, 4, 6 hits potentially. So we'll do 3 first, and that's 3 hits, taking it up to 6. So this guy is turned, and we can go up to 6 hits, and then the other 3 plus 3. Yay! And we have 2 more hits, which is enough to take out this advancing infantry. And Ernst doesn't need to do any more. He's already an ace. And these 6 hits go away. Righto. So next is Oswald against this one. And we roll. Sorry. No hits. So Oswald is a 12 to 2 is a 10. 2 die, no modifiers. And misses. Next is Franz. No anti-aircraft hits. 2 die, no modifiers. 1 hit, potentially. 6, and it is, so that's our first hit on this guy. And Franz flies away. Next is Bruno. Anti-aircraft fire, does nothing. 2 die. No modifiers. 2 hits. And we get 2 hits, taking it up to 3. And he comes away. Next is Kurt. Again, anti-aircraft fire, potentially. And does nothing. He's a 9 to 2 is a 7, which is 2 die. No modifiers. And gets 2 hits, potentially, and 1 hit is enough to damage this guy. Right, and this becomes 4 hits. Right, and Kurt flies away, which leaves us with poor little Otto. We have 1 AAA against him, which does nothing. He's 3 away, which is 1 die. He needs no modifiers, so he needs a 5 or better, and he gets nothing. And he comes back, and we go to our third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 now is 6. And we roll for a combat event check. We get a 10. No enemy aircraft, they would depart, and we put our aircraft back out again. So Ernst first, 10 plus 4 is 14. Oswald, 6 and 3 is 9. Franz, 6 and 2 is 8. Bruno, 6 and 1 is 7. Kurt, 6 and 2 is 8. And poor little Otto, 4 and 3 is 7. Again, I'm going to try and break off with Otto. It does not work. Righto, so first up we have anti-aircraft fire against Ernst, and nothing happens. Ernst is 12 away, which gives him 3 die, plus 3 on his rolls, which gives him 2, 4, 5 hits, potentially. 2 miss. 3 hits on takes it up to 7, with 1 hit remaining to knock this target out, and he flies away. Next up is Oswald. He takes anti-aircraft fire, which does nothing. He is a 9 to 2 is 7, 2 die, no modifiers. Gets 1 potential hit, and it takes it out. So we've knocked down those 3 advancing infantry. We need to roll a 6 for Oswald, and no, doesn't happen. So Oswald comes down along with all of our other aircraft. Now, I don't know if I did the the targeting right, because this does say for the next mission, enemy trench lines are considered friendly. So, sorry, for forced landings, and there's no, sorry. Okay, so these shouldn't have been 3 advancing infantry. Yeah, I screwed up. Okay, righto, so we now move on up to Sector G. Again, we do our check. Nothing happens. No ordinary AAA. So let's put out what targets there should be. D3. There are 2 targets. And maybe I'll get it right this time. So the first is a 4, which is advancing infantry. We don't have any more of them, so I'm going to put entrenched infantry down. And t'other is a 9, is a tank. Tank. Where did you go? There you go. And a tank is a 2. So let's put our people out. Okay, so we have Ernst, who is a 10, and 4 is 14. Didn't move the track, sorry. Next up is Kurt, 6 and 4 is 10. Oswald, 6 and 6 is 12. Franz, 6 and 3 is 9. Bruno, 6 and 4 is 10. And poor old Otto, I didn't do him, sorry. Whoop, let's go back. We need to do our damaged aircraft check first. A 3, no effect, aircraft remains in flight. Okay, so he is a 4, plus 2 is 6. We're going to try and get him to break off. So we need 4 or less, and it's not going to happen. Okay, so first up we have the entrenched infantry we're going after with our ace. So 2 anti-aircraft fire, and we have 1 potential hit. Oops. And nothing happens. Okay, so we have 14 to 3 is 11, which gives us 3 die, and we are plus 3, which gives us 6, a 5, and a 4, so we are 4 hits, potentially, and we get 3 actual hits. Righto. And Ernst flies away. Next up we have Oswald. We have no anti-aircraft fire against him. He is a 12 to 3 is a 9, 2 die, no modifiers. And he gets a 5 and a 6, which is 3 hits, potentially. And they all hit, taking this up to 6. So this guy is flipped. We need 2 more hits on him to knock him out. And Oswald flies away. Righto, next up is Bruno. 1 anti-aircraft fire, nothing happening. We are 10 to 3 is 7, 2 die, no modifiers. And he misses and flies away. Got a bit shaken up there. Kurt, anti-aircraft, nothing. 2 die, no modifiers. He gets 1 potential hit. And it is a hit, so we go up to 7 out of 8 hits. And Kurt flies away. Which leaves us with Franz, anti-aircraft fire, potentially going to hit him, and it does, and Franz is damaged. Franz gets 2 die, no modifiers, he needs 5s, no good, and Franz flies away, which leaves poor old Otto. Anti-aircraft fire misses him. He is a 6 to 3, which is 1 die. No modifiers, needs a 5 or a 6, gets a potential hit. Can he knock it out? A 4, and he does. And the entrenched infantry is knocked out. Okay, he needs a 6 to upskill, and he does not. And he comes down, and we go up to round 2. We roll up for an event. An 8. Again, nothing happens. And then we put our aircraft back out again. So Ernst, 10, and 5 is 15. The only thing is this guy should have moved up to 4, but it wouldn't have made any difference. So, righto. And then the rest are all 0 modifiers. So we have Oswald, 8. Bruno, 12, Kurt, 12, and then the others are 4s, so Franz, 8, and Otto, 10. Righto, so again I'm going to try and get these 2 out of this at the moment. So Otto stays, Franz stays. Right, so first up, anti-aircraft fire from the tank area up to Eric, or Ernst, sorry. We have 1 potential hit, and it misses. We are 15 to 2 is 13, so 3 die plus 3, which gives us 2, 4, 5 potential hits. Can he do better this time? Come on, give us at least 4. Oh, we got 5 hits. Boom. Well done, that man. And this goes down to initiative 1 now. Okay, and he flies away. Okay, so next up is Kurt. We only have 1 anti-air now, does nothing. We are 12 to 1, which is an 11, which is 3 die, no modifiers. Oops, sorry. 1 potential hit. And it does hit, taking it up to 6. We need 2 more hits on there. We have Bruno. Anti-aircraft fire, does nothing. Again, he gets 12 to 1. 11 is 3 die. No modifiers. Gets 2 hits, potentially, and they both miss. Pinged off the armour. Next is poor old Otto. Anti-aircraft fire, does nothing. 10 to 1 is 9, so 2 die. He needs 5s or better, no modifiers. Whoops. Nothing happens. Otto flies away. Anti-aircraft fire against Oswald. Misses. Oswald is an 8 to 1 is a 7. 2 die. No modifiers. and misses. And last is anti-aircraft fire against Franz, misses. He is 2 die, needs 5s to hit, and misses. And we go on to combat round 3. Move our turn track down, look at a combat event check, and we have 6, which does nothing. And we put our aircraft back out again. So Ernst 10 and 6 is 16. Well done, Ernst. Kurt 6 and 5 is 11. Bruno 6 and 6 is 12. Oswald 6 and 5 is 11. And then we have Otto on a 4. Plus 4 is 8. And Franz on a 4. Plus 3 is 7. They may as well stay here this time. Righto, so first up is Ernst. Anti-aircraft fire, misses. We have 16 to 1 is 15, which is 3 dice. We needed 16 for 4 die. He's plus 3 on these die, which gives him 2, 3, 4 hits, potentially. We need 2 to knock this target out. Oops, and we got 3 there, 4 there, and the tank is knocked out. Whoops. So we need to see, well, Franz isn't going, Ernst isn't doing anything, I should say, because he's already an ace. So our aircraft come back down. I'll leave these 2 here. We reset. We come back over here. Our current flight goes back up to our last objective. But we need to roll for Franz for damaged aircraft check. So let's get rid of these. We get a 3, no effect. So Franz is still in it. And Otto, a 5, he's still playing as well. Okay, so we're up here now. We do our flight event check. We get a 3, which does nothing, a 4. Target-wise, we have 3 potential targets. Okay, so the first target is a 4, which is advancing infantry. So again, we'll use entrenched infantry as a 3. A 9, which is a tank again. Goes down on the 2 track. And lucky last is a 6, which is entrenched infantry. Okay. So we have 2 entrenched infantry and a tank. And we're ready to rock and a roller. Okay, so we have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. Right, let's put out our hairy planes. Did we have to do anything else? No. Okay, so Ernst is a 10 and 4 is 14. Kurt, 6 and 5, 11. Oswald, 6 and 5, 11. Bruno, 6 and 1 is 7. And then the others are 4s. Franz is an 8. And Otto is a 7. Do I want to try and get them out of there? Yep, Franz stays. Otto stays. Righto, so we're going to attack the entrenched infantry here. So 2 anti-air, 1 potential hit, and it misses. We're 14 to 3 is an 11, which gives us 3 die, plus 3 for Ernst, which gives him 2, 4, 5 potential hits. Let's see if you can flip him. We have 2 misses. We have 3 hits. Not too bad. Could be better, but not too bad. And he climbs away again. Next up is Oswald. Anti-aircraft fire, misses him. He is an 11 to 3 is an 8, which is 2 die, no modifiers, and gets 1 potential hit, which hits, and this infantry is flipped and now becomes a initiative 4. And Oswald flies away. Righto, so next is Kurt. 1 anti-air does nothing. We are 11 to 3 is an to 4 is a 7, which is 2 die. No modifiers. He gets 3 potential hits. And hits all 3, taking it up to 7, leaving 1 remaining hit needed for this guy. Flies away. We have Franz now, trying to pick up the pieces. Anti-aircraft fire, misses him. 8 to 4 gives him 1 die. No modifiers, needs a 5 or a 6, and misses. Next is Bruno. Anti-aircraft fire, misses. Gets 1 die. No modifier, misses. And that leaves Otto. Anti-aircraft fire, misses him. 1 die, needs a 5 or 6, misses. And we go up to combat round 2. We do our combat event check. We have an 8, so nothing's going to happen. And we put our aircraft out again. Ernst, a big 11. Oswald, 11. Kurt, a 10. Bruno, an 11. Franz, a 6. And Otto, a 6. Let's leave them there. Okay, so entrenched infantry goes against Ernst first. Nothing happens. We're 11 to 4 is 7, which is 2 die plus 3s, which gives us 4 potential hits. We only need 1. And we got 3, which is good. So the entrenched infantry is done. Hit marker goes away and Ernst comes down. He's already an ace, so nothing happening. Righto, next is this entrenched infantry shooting at Oswald. Nothing happens. Oswald is an 11 to 3 is an 8, is 2 die, no modifiers, and gets 1 potential, which is good. And Oswald flies away. Entrenched infantry against Bruno. Does nothing. Again, 11 to 3 is 8, so 2 die, no modifiers. Gets 1 potential hit. And it does hit, so we're up to 2. And he flies away. Next is Kurt. Anti-aircraft fire potentially gets him, but it misses. 10 to 3 is 7, gives him 2 die. No modifiers. He gets 1 potential hit and misses, which leaves our 2 wounded ducks. So first up is Otto. Anti-aircraft fire misses him. We're at 6 to 3, which is 1 die. Needs a 5 plus. He gets a 5, 1 potential hit. He rolls, it rolls, it rolls, and he gets it. Well done. So we now have 3 hits on this guy. Otto flies away. And lucky last, Franz. Anti-aircraft fire misses him. 1 die, 5+, misses. And he flies away, and we go up to our third combat round. We move the track down, and we put our aircraft back out again. So Ernst, 12. Oswald, an 11. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the event. 11. All enemy aircraft apart, not a problem. Okay, Bruno, a 12. Kurt, a 12. Otto, 4 and 3 is 7. And Franz, 4 and 2 is 6. Right, so first up, the entrenched infantry against Ernst. Anti-aircraft fire misses. We are 12 to 3 is 9, is 2 die. Plus 3s, which gives us 4 potential hits. And 2 of them miss, so 2 hits. This guy is flipped. His initiative goes up, and we have 5 hits on him now. And Ernst climbs away. Righto, next up is Kurt. 1 anti-air, nothing. Okay, so we are 12 to 4 is 8. 2 die, no modifiers. We have 3 potential hits. And 3 hit, which is 8, and the entrenched infantry is destroyed. We can take that off, and Kurt does not upskill. Right. Oh. So all our planes go back into current flight. Oh, no, they don't. Do we want to hang around for the tank? And I don't believe so. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to head home. So let's get rid of this tank. We don't want to go back and do anything with that. I think that's over there. Right. So first things we have to do is damaged aircraft. So first one is Franz. And we roll a 5, no effect. And Otto, a 4, no effect, remains in flight. Righto, so let's just leave them over there so I don't forget them. We move back to here and we do our event check, a 10. Now let me read that again. Add +1 to all flight event check die rolls over enemy territory. No. So we have a 10 in the trenches. That is an event anyway. And the flight event is a 10, which is ground fire. For the next mission, enemy trench lines are considered friendly for forced landings, and there is no AA ground fire. But we're in our trenches, so yeah, I suppose there is. Okay, so we roll 1 die, and we have a 4, which is light ground fire. Okay, so against Ernst, no. Oswald, Kurt, Bruno, Franz, yes, and Franz is shot down and destroyed. Okay. So yeah, he's just killed. No. That's it. Okay. And Otto, nothing. Right-o, we move on to here. We need to roll for Otto, a 5. He's still in the air. We do our flight event check. Nothing happens. We move over. We need to roll for Otto, a 4. He's still with us. Event check. Nothing happens. We move to Cambrai. We roll for Otto, a 2. Check aircraft status. Go to F2. We roll 2 die 6. We get 6 plus air skill, which is 0. 4 to 6, forced landing in current space. Current space is a town. Forced landing, non-airfield. Okay, so we roll 1 die 6. We get a 6. Air skill is 0. Aircraft is damaged, makes 5. And we have light clouds, makes 4. We are in friendly rear. So we have pilot made it back to base, -1 MP, and place in recovery box. Okay. In recovery box, -1 mission point. We'll put that down there. We're at -1. Okay, I can get rid of that now. And then we need to roll for an event. Nothing happens. We get back to the home airfield, roll for an event. Nothing happens, and we do our post-mission event. Medal awarded. One of your pilots is recognized for his performance. If your last mission result is at least 2 VPs, a pilot of your choice that participated in that mission receives a +1 skill upgrade. Okay, so let's have a look. Alliance. Righto. So we lost France. Each friendly fighter destroyed is -2. He didn't make it back to base, so... or did he? I should have done that. Let's see. We rolled 2 die 6. It was a 6. Forced landing in current space, which was the trenches. Go to F3 or 4. Forced landing, a 3. -1, -1. Dead. Aircrew and aircraft lost. So yeah, we lose -2. So we're down to -3 MPs at the moment. However, we get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22 mission points. So let's put them over there, there, and tank back in there. So 22 mission points -3 gives us 19 mission points to play with. Sorry. Okay, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 aircraft. Okay, so first things first, we want to repair an aircraft, which is Carl, and Otto, so that's 2 down, leaving us with 17. Do we want to spend 15 on 4 campaign points? Yes. So that leaves us with 2. We go up to 21 campaign points. So we can upgrade a person of our choice. So I'm going to upgrade Oswald to skilled. Get rid of that. And that leaves us with 2 points where we can replace an aircraft. So that uses all our points up. And we get a replacement. Oops, sorry. Duh. Yeah. Ugh. And we have Fritz, who's a 0-1. Like that. Now, Manfred comes back because he was simply out playing silly buggers. So we have 6 aircraft ready to go. We have 2 aces and 1 skilled and 3 normal buggers. Sorry, down here. We can go up to mission 9 now. Let's come back over. And mission 9 will be photo recon. 3 fighters and a 2-seater. Random airfield. Roll a die 6. The airfield will be airfield 1 to 2 is A, 3 to 4 is B. So enemy airfield B. Airfield A, airfield B. That's a long way away. So if we look at it this way, we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 20 back. Okay, and we get 3 fighters and a 2-seater. So who do we want to take? 3 fighters and a 2-seater. So we'll take an ace. Ernst is just flown, so he can stay. So we'll take Manfred. We'll take a skilled. And we'll take Fritz. So we've got 1 of each, and we get a 2-seater. And it's a 0-0 2-seater. Ready to go. So the only other thing we need to look at then is the weather. And it's a 3, so we have light clouds again. So -1 to photo recon, which is what we are doing. So we can bring this back over here. And that is the end of that. Righto. So we're halfway through and we have 21 VP of the minimum 23 we need. So that's good. That we only have 2 aircraft replacements left. So we'll have to see what happens. So again, thanks for coming along for the ride and take care. Bye for now.